Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4, where last episode we began our new sweep of Crossbell by entering the Geofront's X sector, finding the Dimension Destroyer awaiting for battle within before we finished off the Entertainment District sweep, heading into West Street next. There we found Lloyd awaiting in Morge's bakery and found ourselves involved in the final bake-off before Oscar's conscription day, and after checking out the old SSS headquarters, now continue our sweep with the Central Square. There's a restaurant coming up, so hopefully we'll get a recipe maybe. Howdy, I can finally hold my head up high. Time to enjoy the scenery and a good square meal. Look at them all in their uniforms. Hey, so you're working with the army now. We've all got to do our part for the great good of the Empire, am I right? Sikas. Meow, meow, ah. Don't know how that went. Yeah. You tried the recommended dish. Cheesy pen glutton. I could do some of that. Saltio's dish was definitely interesting, let's say, but it's not really the kind of thing we can serve here at Vantage. The way he was straying from his rightful path, I thought I was going to have to interview myself, but Nihon can actually be pretty thoughtful. I'll wait a little longer and see how it goes. Okay. And that's not, so that's makeable. This isn't. Just confused. I'll buy one of them. Saltio is so obsessed with his weird dishes, it's like he just can't stop. Don't get me wrong, they taste great, but there's no way we can serve this stuff to customers. Sure, they're a little odd looking, but that's part of the charm, and they're delicious. Still, no matter how tasty they are, I guess it doesn't make much sense to cook something we can't serve to the customers. Saltio, maybe I can arrange your cooking to make it look a little nicer. This latest creation was simply divine. It'd be such a waste to not make it again. Ah, well, okay, team up. Well, if you really mean it, then sure, let's give it a try. Do you think you can make it look nice enough to put on the menu? I don't know, but I'll try. Teamwork. Teamwork, good. Okay, so if I didn't find that wild grill, then I'd have been a bit missing a spot, wouldn't I? Cheesy pen glutton. I've got to assume.
I got this in the bag.
Crossbell and all.
It turned out great.
At least that was blooming obvious. A more omelette gratin has been made. I'd normally start from the back, but that just makes sense.
Please eat it all, even if it's not good.
A more omelette gratin.
It turned out well.
And
do you like it?
edel gratin. Now, someone to make the bad stuff. What do you think? Crow, maybe? Guys actually is good at making it, so the wind can't have a problem. Good of you, Randy, yeah.
Yeah, this ain't edible.
Paris. Yeah, this ain't edible. It's just a matter of fact. Scorched gratin. The day the war starts is getting closer and closer. We're putting out all the stops to make the most of what time we've got left. Whatever remains, we're digging up ores and materials for all they're worth. Seems like no matter how hard we work, it's never enough. I gotta be honest, the whole thing feels like a futile struggle. So no matter how hard we work, it's never enough for Rhineford. I could really use a break to go blow off some steam in the casino. Came all the way from the capital to sample this cafe's cuisine. I hear it's rather unique. Last, I cannot pretend I'm not disappointed. Both the menu and the decor look as plain as can be. So the rare dishes are temporarily unavailable. Pity. For such an unassuming macchiato, the taste really speaks to my soul. Since I'm here, I suppose it couldn't hurt to take a look at their regular menu. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. You don't see these wanted posters of Lloyd Baddings anymore. The town was in an uproar when those posters went up. I mean, the SSS were heroes after all. Reading about their exploits was one of the highlights of my day. I wonder what happened to clear their names all of a sudden. Maybe the government decided they're not worth the trouble anymore. That's actually it. Bing bong. Lynn! Cecile, Lynn! Glad to see you two managed to meet up. Me too, I really miss working with Nurse Cecile at St. Ursula Hospital. It's hard to believe it's only been 4 months since we parted ways. I'm relieved to see you well, even in the face of all this adversity. Of course, that goes for Juno's instructor over there as well. Thank you. I've heard all about you, Cecile. It seems you were there for my students when I couldn't be. I'm very grateful to you for that. Thank you again. Oh, don't mention it. I just did what I felt was right. I think it was my way of repaying you for helping Lloyd and the others. It seems you're all planning something daring tomorrow. Whatever it is, I'll be praying for your success. Thank you. Kind of think of it, tomorrow's also the day His Majesty is going in for surgery, isn't it? Yes, we're setting things up for today. I'm just on my way to the airport to pick up some specialist medical supplies we had to order. Then they'll be helping me bring everything back. I see. I hope the surgery goes well. Probably sounds rich coming from me, but seriously, good luck. Ash, we'll do everything we possibly can. Just have faith. Right, thanks. Poor Ash. While on the subject, Nurse Cecile, I wanted to ask you a favour. Oh, what can I do for you? Could you give this letter to Nena? It's from an old school friend of mine. He works at Radio Trista. Oh, is this about that radio show she enjoys so much? I'll make sure she gets it. This will make her day. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I would have loved to go spend more time with Nena, but I really wanted to go help out with his performance too. It's alright, she'll understand. You do what you have to do. I'll handle things back at the hospital. I'm really glad I got to see you all today. I was just on my way to the airport to pick up some specialised medical supplies we had to order. I'm hoping I can get Lynn to lend me a hand in getting everything set up. We'll hold things down on the home front, so you do your best out there too. Who's on the next table? These city streets are going to look pretty different once the war begins. You can bet they won't see so many soldiers killing time in Michelin or the entertainment district. I'm off duty tomorrow, so I figure I'll try to enjoy myself. It's not like there'll be much entertainment where we're headed. Well, I mean, I like to think you'd just be on your mind of that so much that you won't need the entertainment. I don't know. When I think of Crossbell, Arc and Seal's the first thing that comes to mind. Ilia Platier and Ishiamel are famous across the continent. Then there's that other girl, the Star Princess one. I'm so glad I got to see them perform before leaving for the front. I'd love to try some more of this, but I don't really have time. Really, the justification for talking to every NPC to look for books is gone, now that it's got a blue star on them, but still. I do it because I like it. Face it. Earlier in the chat, someone asked the question, what other people also did this talking to every NPC as they went around? No one said, no, I don't. The people who did reply said, yes, I do. So this is the official way to play Trails. Official! I've seen Rufus around town for a long time now. If only Arius was still here, that'd be some comfort at least. The boys lovers. Rufus is like so busy with work and stuff, huh? I'm kind of worried about his war stuff, you know? Rufus is like so busy. So busy. We're getting more and more unruly customers. The manager's got his hands full dealing with them. They're probably acting up because of stress. None of us are in a good place right now. We've got few workers around and all these unreasonable demands aren't helping. But it's not all bad news. I think this helped the manager see Pateria in a new light. She can chase off troublemakers faster than anyone. She has her role. That poor guy that got, like, literally this store is down now. Because he got taken away. Yikes. The soldiers have plenty of energy, I'll give them that. We've had more incidents with customers over the past couple of weeks. With that impulsive Pateria being here, things might have been different. Whoops, I shouldn't be running my mouth. I'm sure of it now. Our troubles will only get worse so long as that girl's around. Looks like I need to cultivate a stronger sense of caution in my employees. Really? You literally admitted that she really helped. I got drafted. The papers arrived just today. This will be my last dinner with my family. I mean, you know, until I get back. I'm gonna make the most of it and fill my belly with all my favourite foods. These, like literally, the people getting drafted now, if the war starts in 3 days' time, have no time to go through basic training. What? Kinda doesn't make sense to draft them now. Sports drink, nutrition bars, snacks, specially made for plea. Oh hey, it's Class 7. I was just looking for thank you gifts for those who will be helping with the performance. Is there anything you'd like, or anything I should definitely avoid? It's so kind of you, but really, we couldn't ask you to do that. Indeed. In fact, we should be the ones putting together something for you later. Oh, no, it's a token of our gratitude, so please accept it. And don't worry, I won't let this cut into my rehearsal time. I'll pick out something real nice for you. Yeah, thank you. I've had a ton of people offer to help us out, though. At this rate, I'll have to make several round trips. Oh, I feel bad for putting her to all this trouble. No, don't fret. I'll be certain to repay the favour by preparing her a lovely meal tonight. So Sharon's probably walking around with us, and she's just going... Under her dress, there's like a mixing station and stuff. And a cooker, and all of those things. And she's currently working on it. She's got strings. That's it. She's got strings that lead up to the courageous, and it's in the galley. That's what's going on. Ever since they started counting us as one of the 8 metropolises, Crossbell feels more like a part of the Empire than ever. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling great about what this war will mean for the future of our city. Well, I wouldn't give to be able to have access to ingredients from all across the continent again. Do you have anything on offer? Seemingly not. She just wants the ingredients. Yeah, I know it's for those who be sent to the front line later in the war. But equally, like, the quality of training has to, like, drop and stuff. Now, the war's not even going to happen. I'm going to miss out on everything, which is what we want. Well, as we got the letter today, he's in the army now. I knew this day would come, but now that he's here, I don't know how to deal with it. He's so kind and a little timid too. I can't imagine him on a battlefield. So you want to buy big necklaces? Putting together a care package to send my husband. Necklaces? What should I put in it? Well, he likes chocolate, so I'll start by stuffing in a whole lot of that. I think chocolate keeps quite well, unless it's hot. I've seen lots of young men buying expensive accessories for their loved ones before departing from the front. How many of them will ever come home again? I get this cold feeling in the pit of my stomach when I think about it. Everyone wants to protect those that are dear to them. I can relate to that. But I hope they understand the difference between showing courage and recklessly throwing their lives away. I don't need that. Still looking for this talisman and rider part. Gotta be somewhere. This is one of the biggest stores for clothes and stuff. Sometimes I see that girl from Arkansas around town. I think her name's Sully. She's had a more mature air about her of late. Apparently Ilya is the one who discovered her and recruited her into the troop. Seeing her protege come into one's own must be like watching a child grow up. Ilya must be very proud of all Sully's achieved. It's been some time since I last saw her on stage. I hope she's doing well. I've heard rumours that Arkansas is getting back together. As someone who works in the fashion industry, I can't wait to see what their costumes are going to look like. The fervent dancer Ilya Pletier called Sully her treasure. I can't wait to see what kind of performance she'll give us next. Right, much earlier tier gear by the look of things. Nothing to get here. He's such a good guy. He just knows what he's doing with a gal like me. These 2 years haven't exactly been a cakewalk. We've seen our fair share of danger, but Southwark has been with me that whole time, keeping me safe. Okay, enough of that. I'm sure you don't want to hear me gushing about my fiancé all day. Southwark's got it really hard being detained and all. Sharing him with compliments like this won't do him any good in prison. Yeah, get him out! Last time I thought Southwark was proposing to me, it all turned out to be a misunderstanding. I sure could be a dunce sometimes. Welcome, we've got all the hottest products from Strega Corporation. We'll be leaving soon though, and we probably won't be back. This could be your last chance to find a good deal. Strega Green or Strega Pink. Strega Pink gives more strength. You didn't have a sale on. It's your last chance. Go on a sale. Give me a stock. Right, so the central area is the central area, right? Yeah, central square is nearly done at the very least. I should speak to you, Mr. Walkie Walkie. 3 days until battle commences. We'll finally get our chance to bring down judgment on the Republic. Even those wishy-washy pacifists who've been protesting the war have come to accept its necessity. As Imperial subjects, we all need to be on the same page. United in purpose, we will never lose. Many Crossbellans have been protesting the war, but that's largely died down by now. As Imperial subjects, we all need to be on the same page. United in purpose, we will never lose. Say it twice, say it louder. Start of September, that's D-Day, huh? Once we're officially at war, the state's going to be busier than ever. Not that there's any guarantee I'll be keeping my desk job, though. I can be called up any time. There's no shortage of pencil pushers to take my place once I'm gone. You probably feel afraid, but really I'm just numb, like I'm staring into the void. Because the void's coming. It's going to open up among us. The war begins in 3 days' time. There's no stopping it now. I just hope they'll make it quick. Our enemies are people too. We've got family back in Calvard and miss them when they're gone. Can we actually go to the... No, we can't. Up to the Orcus Tower itself. Genten, Archiber! For all your Archiber needs. Becca has recently been building a PC for someone that has like... I could look at the diagram quickly, but I'm pretty sure it has like 12 fans. All RGB that has to be laid out in a specific cabling method where the cables also seem to maybe be RGB too. And like I was like looking at like the graph design, it looked like it's just building a drone that would fly off rather than a PC with all those fans. Endless RGB. What's with all the RGB? The closer the war gets, the less I see of the Imperial Army troops around town. Not just them, but the military police and Imperial Defense Force all seem terribly busy as well. I have a bad feeling about all this. You should do. All the guys who used to work here have been drafted in the army. They were the real backbone of this place too. Keeping up with all the work they used to do isn't easy. Wendy and Chacho and the others are giving it their best though. I really... Chaco, I guess. Really, I'm lucky to have such dedicated workers. As far as I'm concerned, they're worth their weight in mirror. Really, I'm lucky to have such dedicated workers. Well, then pay them more, maybe. I don't know. Dina! Yuna, instructor. Hey, everybody, how's it going? I heard all about the plan. I think it's a great idea. You can count on me to pitch in. Let's make this the best rehearsal performance ever. That's the plan. I'm guessing you're going to be helping the stage crew, Wendy. Yeah, our concealed shows have a lot of effects and special mechanisms. Some of their parts are worn down from use. That's why I reached out to Wendy. Not only did she get us just what she needed, but she even agreed to help us through our entire performance. She's a real lifesaver. I got the manager to approve it, so it's all good. Don't be shy about asking me to help with anything else. No, I should probably leave any effects that are specifically tied to performances to you guys. Yeah, I think the Modern Music Club can probably handle those. We're lucky to have so many friends willing to help us out. Yeah, it's kind of humbling. Apparently, Wendy's a childhood friend of Lloyd's. But even still, the help that she's given us is incredible. It's hard to overstate what she's done. I got to see Lloyd for the first time in forever. It really cheered me right up. You let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Anything. You just say the word. Making good stuff. I only have 600 U material. Oh yeah, I forgot I did fishing. Yeah, I did fishing. I got more U material again. I just forgot that I did it. Yeah, I must have lots of fish to sell when I think about it. And that means even more money. Glacial Gaia blades from the Clear Spy blades. The Gimlet Eye from the Luring Eye. Ideal for sniping. Chernobog from Bellowbog. Not Chernobog, not that demon again. Ichival from the Calivact. A design resembling those in Fables. A Scarlet Sword we made from the Luminescent Blade. Gigantomachia. A shotgun with incredible killing capacity from the Cyclops. Trishula from Brahma. That's a lot of things being made. Not too much time. No, I may as well make a Shield Breaker 3 if I've got 2 Shield Breaker 2s. And also if I make a Poison 2, I can make Poison 3. Yeah, that took a little bit of U material off the list, right? Nemesis Arrow SR can be built as well at this point. Only costs 8, so I may as well do it. Never know when it might go into something. And you'll build another Evade 3. You literally do not know when you might need another Evade or Action or something to go into the list. To make something really good, to then make something even better. That's the way it works, right? So you got Poison 3 on. I'm pretty sure with those poisons that we've been getting. A Speed Breaker 2 though. If I go change Speed Breaker 2 then to Poison. Like Poison 2 and Petrify can be made in something, I'm pretty sure. Why can't I put that in there? Because the Goldia Gem? Yeah, I've got a Goldia Gem, yeah. 2 breaker or stats, so it's the mute that's ruining it. Damn you, mute! Can't really win on that one by the look of it. I mean, I could put it instead of move. That works. More strength for Madame Smash over here. Where's the Poison 3 keep going? Oh, it's an SR. Oh, she hasn't got the slot up. Modify! There we go. I'm running out of even more fire quartz at this point. So when I want to, I can make that into something much better and spread even more illness than ever before. That works out. Shield Breaker 3 as well. Let's be able to put that on someone to upgrade them. Spirit Breaker 2. There we go. That works. 2 of our smashy guys got smashed here. Alright, it sounds like Lynn and Cecile and me in a restaurant right now. Cecile helped me out a lot when I was at St. Ursula's. I really ought to swing by and greet her at least. Maybe you should. Get to that, Valerie. Apparently Winnie is a childhood friend of Lloyd's. And even still, the help that she's given us is incredible. It's hard to overstate what she's done. Talk. I got to see Lloyd for the first time in forever. It really cheered me right up. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Anything. Just say the word. I just used 100 U material with you in a blink of an eye. Wendy's been staying at work overnight a lot more lately. It must be really hard on her taking up the slack after we lost most of our engineers. I always bring her tea, but I wonder if there's anything else I can do to help out. I know, I give her a massage during a break. My shoulder rubbing skills are pretty good, I'll have you know. Are they? Hey! Finally. Right, so that's the last one of them. So now I can make the thing. But I think I need to be at 9 Varley to do that. So speaking of which, let's head there after talking to the soldier who's not looking at the archer butt anymore. Got him. Let's go. Let's see if the soldier's been killed by the chef yet. Just a question. That's the where. Oh, we're not coming out that side of the street. I'm completely disorientated. We're at the top of the street. I heard the store had to close down. They said they were finding it too hard to get hold of supplies. The same thing's happening all over town. I hear they started rationing supplies too. I guess it's better than having the star, but if the Empire thinks I'll thank them for it, they'd better think again. A little food relief won't be enough to win the hearts and minds of Crossbell's citizens. I hear the state's rationing us food supplies. Do they expect us to be grateful for that? Their declaration of war is the reason we're struggling to make ends meet in the first place. It's their duty to do something about it. Alright, anything goods in here? Nope. So that's the reason you've been down so lately. Or so down lately. Geez, you got so scared of going on errands that I thought it was something serious. But it was serious. I washed the brooch you gave me. I was being careful like I shoulda. It was so important to me and I washed it. So Hey, it's okay, Mei-Ling. You did good. Everyone makes mistakes, you know. Even me. More than I can count, in fact. Really? Sure, but it's not the end of the world. I know you do better next time. And as the brooch my big brother gave me, I was being careful with it too. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. I don't know what to do now. I'm sorry, boy. Benny's been acting strange lately. Seems like she's lost a lot of her confidence. Maybe this is my fault for not supporting her enough. Wonder if there's anything I can do to cheer her up. You're all on your own now. We've been having trouble getting supplies, so I decided to cut out the middleman and deal with Armorica's farmers directly. I went to the Business Owners Association too. They said they're looking at ways to help support our store. I could tell they really cared just by talking to them. It was honestly kind of touching. I'll paint about by making this store a bigger success than ever. Carrot peckies and more. Take a look at our deals. We got fresh seasonal veggies here. Perfect for sprucing up any dish, and I do mean any. I'm glad. Acacia Apartments. Hazel got his draft papers the other day. He was finally starting to feel at home in his new job and now... And I thought it was bad when he joined that delinquent group. This is nothing compared to that. He's no soldier, I know that much. He's only going to end up hating himself. Hazel came home to say goodbye. Seems like he's prepared to go through with this. Whatever he says though, I'll still worry about him. Hugo, I don't like having to ask you about this, but... What is it, Sanina? How can I become a stockbroker, like, right now? No one wants to hire me or sell me any stocks. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You can, Sanita. I mean, we're only kids. What? There's gotta be a way somehow. I want to be a cool, respectable stockbroker now. My family needs my help. Oh, sure, but you can still help your family in other ways, right? Start helping out with whatever you can and you'll be grown up before you know it. Then you could do all that stockbroker stuff. Oh, that actually makes sense. I can't believe I didn't figure that out myself. Hazel got some kind of letter in the mail. I don't know what it said, but it made Serena look sad. It'll be fine though. Azzy's really strong, so he'll be okay. I just gotta let my big brother, cool big brother, yes, cool, do his thing and look out the house while he's gone. Maybe I'm just annoyed because I had to ask him for help. Helping my family in other ways. Huh. Well, Mother's been having trouble deciding where to buy our groceries. There's that, I guess. And then we can't not talk to Marie. Meow. Cute. Tiny cat. I want more kittens. I want a kitten to begin with. I've never owned a kitten. I want a kitten. I have older cats. Adopting them is way more conscientious. My husband left a couple of days ago, but to me it feels like he's already been gone for years. Oh, look at me. I should be crying at a time like this. He said he'd be fine. He promised he'd come home. I just have to believe in him and do the best I can. I couldn't stand hanging around the house with nothing to do, so I decided to get the place sparkling clean for when my husband returns. Scrub, scrub. These wooden floors have a real nice sheen to them. I look quite nicely prepared, those wooden floors. Wooden floors look quite nice, don't they? As long as it's a nice quality. Becky! Here's an help, Chairman. Sorry we had to dump it on you all at once. Not at all. I'm just glad to see you alright. I'll admit, finding him out of the prince and this ship took me by surprise. He really is in a league of his own, isn't he? Not that, I don't trust you or anything, but be sure you keep that under your hat, alright? Thinking back, pretty sure I heard he'd come to Crossbell before, right? He's joined the ensemble in his wandering musician persona. Goodness me, it just gets more and more interesting by the minute. It's hard not to worry about with how fraught things are at the moment, but the Business Owners Association isn't about to slow down. We're all prepared to do our part. Aye, that's the spirit. How do we chat to Chairman Moores and explain the situation? Looks like he'll be helping out too. The Business Owners Association has immense influence on East Street. That's only going to get greater tomorrow. I'll go around the shops and get promoted. News to me. So, you're still alive after all. Ah, things are certainly getting interesting. But the Business Owners Association isn't about to slow down. We're prepared to do our part. Together we shall bring the light back to Crossbell. Ooh. For Elise. Star Sphere earring. And Bellflower overcoat is worse than what I'm currently wearing by a large amount. Supposedly I've never owned either of these things, but they don't seem to be required to be made into anything, so I'll leave it. Alright, another gift. This seems like a sweep where you could probably not even bother doing the sweep for the most part. You'd miss a couple of things, of course, but I feel like it's even been designed that way a little bit. You missed a couple of things, of course. Something went down with one of my buddies from the Fisherman's Guild while he was out in Lake Elm. He spun some tall tale about a pillar of light appearing before it got swallowed up in some sort of shell. What's it mean? Your guess is as good as mine. Fishing stories, am I right? Sounds like it could have something to do with the barrier around the sanctuary. We'll have some things to finish up here before we can go check it out, though. Now I just remembered, of course people would not miss things, because collectibles mean prizes at the end of the game. One of the guys in the Fisherman's Guild started saying some pretty crazy stuff out of the blue. Must be the stress from how hard they've been working. They need to put together enough food to fuel the whole army after all. Nine Varley. Is she here? Of course she is. Everyone's here! Cerberus, we're talking to you. Check, bargains. Nothing. Right, now that you're here, good old Cerb, we can make the victory belt. So that's actually 100%. Evasion 15%, speed 15, and break damage plus 50%. That's really good. So that just leaves the global talisman at this point. Right, so we should be able to make Genbu. Genbu is makeable. Weirdly enough, I prefer it to be on Yunano, given her new job at countering. So I'll have to give you a new something. Swordbreaker. Keeps her strength up. Okay, so we've got the things off. And made. 30% chance to poison or petrify an enemy. Pretty tasty. You're obviously going to be used a lot around Crossbell, so powering you up makes the most sense. Of course, Laura needs it too, but I'm thinking with the way we're going to be playing, essentially she's going to do the most attacks, that's going to be the most chance to spread, right? Still need something to replace this, however. Right, thank you, sir. So I need, like, something good to put in there. We've got the Deus gem, but that's not. So, like, the Solar Gaia here might be pretty good to put in it. I mean, the 7th Caliber is pretty good as well. That requires an Impede 3, a Hit 3, and a 7th Caliber SR. Then we'd have to make a 7th Caliber SR. I don't know if we have any current 7th Caliber Rs. No. Do we have any 7th Calibers? No. So, yeah, if you're making gems from scratch to get up to that, that'd be one of her 2 slots. So then she'd endlessly impede everything, which could be quite cool too. And then there's Seraph's pretty good, obviously. Accuracy, strength, lots of stats, Fortune and Shining Seraphic Ring. We're missing a Seraphic Ring SR, and then we can actually make that. Should be pretty good. So, like, the Solar Gaia, Domination, the balance down spread is okay. But I'd probably prefer something with a Strength 80 on it. That's for sure. Anything else I can make at this period of time? I mean, I can make a Nobel Gem for speed plus 32. Argent gems aren't that hard to make. Fenrir gem. I'm missing an Albion Wolf SR. Got one Odin gem already. Sacred Mirror is still something that I need to make. It feels like I deliberately need to go and make it. Hopefully we'll get given some stuff in the future. Umbral Gaia can be made right now with all those speed breakers and leg breakers we have. Mars Gem needs an Invigorate. I mean, it's not like we can't make an Invigorate. I mean, I should probably make that. Kind of makes sense to make another one. So I need Attack and Strike. In terms of Orbment then, that would be you. We've got a Carnelian Gem for Strength 200 on you. So I need to find a Strike 3 that's on someone. And remove that for something else. Sharon's. You're going. Have a Shining SR. For now. You mean I'm doing Laura dirty? This gem's going to Laura. I took out the 80 strength slot to fill it with 106, double the strength and 8 more crit when she's crit now to 34%. How I do Lord Dirty? I took one thing off her, gave it to someone else, but then I gave her a much cooler gem. Didn't do Lord Dirty at all. I wouldn't put it on Yuna now. She already has a 200 strength one, whereas I don't need her to crit because she's critting with the Wrath gem on the returns of the counterattacks. So I don't need her to have extra crit because I don't need a base crit. But Laura having base crit is good. You don't understand anything? You don't understand anything! Alright, and I could probably make an Amble gem if I wanted to just have defense up. Alright, Hyosho gem. Diamond Nova SR. ATS not even by that much. A lot of the water gems don't even seem that tasty. Alright, I'll leave it for that for now. There's been some powering up done. I can't believe that you made Laura stronger just so she can slam you against the wall harder. She might crit and my brain might open up to the air. I don't want to give her that kind of power. No reason for her to need that kind of power. K4 wins, KO. Anyway, let's talk to the actual humans here. The not useful ones. I see, so that's how it is. You've really been keeping busy on your own, huh? Damn straight, I haven't got to work with the special support section. If everything goes the way we want it to, we might just turn the whole world upside down. So I'm going to stick around and see how it's going. Watching these ding-dongs has taught me that not everything's got to be about money. Sometimes, Mama, it's worth running a racket just for the fun of it. Glad to hear it, kiddo. Sounds like all that training did you some good after all. If you know what you want to do with yourself, I ain't going to tell you no. You stay strong now, Jingo. Sure thing. I'm going to do great things. Just you wait and see. All that stuff Jingo did was just training. Must be her family's version of pushing chicks out of the nest to teach them to fly. At any rate, I'm sure Jingo will be a valuable addition to our ranks. Oh, by the way, Mama, you remember the Jaeger King? You kicked the bucket the other day. For real this time. All you want to know. Yeah, I heard he went down fighting though. Wish I could have seen him myself. That's one for him, right? Well, I heard he was supposed to have died 3 years ago, but this world is worse off without him. Just hope he left it with no regrets. Yeah, hold on, Mama. How do you hear that already? It seems rumours are already spreading. Yeah, but they'll fade soon enough. The people around here are going to have bigger things to worry about before long. But it's okay. Boss is at peace now. That's all that matters. Yeah, no matter what, we'll never forget him. Anyhow, it's weird seeing Mama again after so long. I haven't been in this shop in half a year. Time flies. When I came back and breathed in the smell of dust, steel, and gunpowder, I thought to myself, I'm home! We trade with you as well. Hey, those stuff I've been buying everywhere has really worked out for me. We've got a book to read, guys! Are you ready for a bit of an earlier story too? A long time ago, me and Rutger were an item. Oh! Bombshell! But things are what they are. I just hope he left this world satisfied. Okay then. That's a random thing to just drop in a conversation. Alright, so that's why we buy the things, because you never know when they might be used. Crunchy melon bun and bellberry ice cream. Sorted. That is for Elisa. We can gift that right now. If you said goodbye, part 3. How much fishing bait do I have? I must have like, yeah, 26. Quite a few. Could make Abyss Shadows. Could make another good, strong spell court thing, to be honest, to give to someone. Only like I've got 348 left. Let's have another steel blue. Okay. Who's Jingo's dad again? Do you really want to know? I mean, even if they don't tell you in the game, and I hate theories, but the hair color's kind of strong in this, so you gotta expect some relations, maybe. I don't know. No theories. Theories are banned. Out. Get out of my head. This is why I hate them. This is why I hate them. Alright, who else is a caster? Who else needs a steel blue? I mean, you don't, because you've got thingy. You've got a steel blue. You've got a steel blue. Oh, wait. I think I've made a mistake here. No one needs a steel blue. Everyone who has a steel blue has a steel blue. Oh, unless maybe Muse doesn't. No, Muse has a steel blue. Elisa has a steel blue. Oh, okay. I didn't need that steel blue. Oh, well. I just made one. Hooray. Cao is the enemy. All I have to do is defeat them and then I'll get to come home. Haha, it's so simple. I feel like an idiot for worrying over this. Get my draft card was the best thing that ever happened to me. What about Cao would I be able to last? Who would want to get on that action? Damn, don't tell me this guy. Yeah, looks like the curse has gone to him. The way things are going, it won't be long until the whole country falls under its influence. There's not a lot we can do about that except concentrate on making our next plan a success. Why was I so depressed before? Being in the army is great! I'll burn the whole republic to ashes! Ranch manager, big news. I was at Lake Elman. That thing it... Calm down, Peter. Use your words. Can it be? Did you see that giant fish again? No, that's not it. I was investigating Lake Elman. I happened to look up at the sky for a moment. And I know you won't believe this, but a mysterious pillar of light came shining toward the wetlands. Preposterous. Must be the trick of the light. You know, sun's glinting off a marble in a magpie's beak or something. I know what I saw. It's still there now. Go look for yourself if you don't believe me. Yes, in due time. Oh, but it's been a while since we had a chance to get together like this. I only wish Copan could be here as well. But now we just have to focus on doing whatever we can to make a difference. Only a few more spots left to investigate. Let's give it our all. Right. I'm more than willing to do everything I can to make up for Copan's share, but did you notice there was this bright light from the direction of Lake Elm? What did you think it could be? You'd think something strange like that would be in the news. Alright, I should probably get going. These fish aren't going to sell themselves. There have been some restrictions placed on the railroad recently. Because of that, it hasn't been possible to import fish. So in between investigation operations, Salem and the rest of us have been selling the fish we catch. I mean, I definitely have a lot of fish to actually give in myself at this point. The two of us ended up walking home together after checking on the water supply. It's been a long time since we last did that. It's such a shame that Copan got drafted. But I can carry on the work he started while he's gone. It's the least I can do. I should be able to, like, sell... I should have, like, a ton of fish again for the vitality droplets, yeah. Which then I can sell for even more money, of course. I've already got... Oh. Okay, I can't sell a ton because I've already got, like, a ton in my inventory. So that's a big no. I have an endless amount of fish! Give it another 40 of them. And... shall I get rid of some drops? They're just in items, aren't they? 1,250, right? It's not the ultimate chiffon de light sells for a lot. I've been actually gathering more drops again, haven't I? There we go. I've got money again. We're all good. Right, even having to exchange. Fishing makes me rich. You should look happy peddling those Eastern-style snacks of yours, kid. Do you want to pick a fight with us? Is that it? No, honest. Help me out here, Pac. How can you still be calm at a time like this? I asked you a question, Maggot. What kind of racket you pulling here, huh? I've got to think of something fast. Well, these vanilla dumplings are... that is. We got them in specially for soldiers like yourself, sir. They're filling and nutritious, and they help you maintain your core body temperature. Perfect when you're out fighting in harsh conditions. And these don't come from Coward. Goddess, no, they're Eastern Star, but that's because they were made in Eastern Zamuria. Oh, I guess that's alright then. But rethinking your little business plan. Don't forget, lots of people are still going to associate these things with the Republic. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I think we're in the clear. These dumplings, I hate to admit it, but they might have their uses. Maybe I'll pick up some for my squad mates. Completely conned. Phew, really dodged a bullet there. Would have been nice if Pac did more than just stand around and watch, though. Man, Roos was practically sweating buckets back there. Those soldiers are just a bunch of chumps. They don't frighten me anymore. Learning to deal with customers like that is part of making it big as a merchant. But I know he can do it. Trust me, he's got this. He did have it. He did indeed have it. He felt like he was going to die for a while, but he did have it. I was about to say, does this soldier ever get deployed? We're supposed to be reporting back to duty with the 8th Division soon, but I beg my senior officers to give me and Midrun a little more time here. At any rate, I'm relieved that the mood between them is surprisingly good. What? I had no idea Midrun was so serious about skill. I don't think I could handle the idea of going after someone who isn't sure to like me. Dorothy! Oh, we're gonna talk to you first. We're only getting small-time jobs right now, but that'll change soon enough. Once the war begins, it'll be all hands on deck getting supplies to the troops. That's when business will really take off. Let's do it. Shan, I want you to have this. I know a necklace is kind of coming on strong as far as first gifts go, but I really do think it would look good on you. Besides, tomorrow's the day I ship out. This might be the last time I get to see you. It would mean the world to me if you'd accept this one little gift before I go. You could have said all this from the start, you know. I'm not a demon, I'm just gonna brush you off if you're honest with me. I'm not just gonna brush you off if you're honest with me. Really? You mean it? Hold on, Buster, we hardly even know each other yet. Make it through this safely. Then come back and see me. What, Shan? Huh, I absolutely will. What? How? How? You're dead. Well, that Shan sure can pack a punch. She's a woman worthy of my love and admiration. That love punch will fuel my fighting spirit for the next couple of days. Looks like Daddy is keeping his bloodlust at bay out of deference for mid-run. I wish he'd been here to watch Sally and the gang in rehearsal. If he could just make it back in one piece, I'm sure there'll be more chances for that. You matured as a person? Yeah, but what you did earlier was... Now, I hate to admit it, but that soldier's eyes are that of a true man. If so, then as a fellow man, interrupting things is most unacceptable. That does not mean that I have given my approval. I've said this many times, and I will say it again. You can get married over my dead body. If he intends to pursue it despite that, then he'd best be prepared. It's a duel to the death, then. Oh, recipe. Shan sounds like a sister to me. I get why the owner of this place is always trying to keep away from her no-good admirers. This is the first time I've heard of him not chasing away a guy who tried to talk to her, though. Do you think maybe... Is the whole gone crazy or what? Yeah, I agree. It's actually a new thing here. Dragon fried rice. The tofu can be made because we've got addictive mapo tofu. I was like, no time at all for 2 more recipes. Thank you, mister. Hey there, writing squad. How's the script going? We were just discussing the main beast we want to hit. The source material for this piece is pretty solid already, but we need to give it our own twist. But Monk, what do we make our central theme? If we can't pin that down, we'll never be able to pull this performance together. How about we try to turn our thinking around, focus on the story we can tell instead of dreaming up one we might be able to. I kind of like when you have a limited cast and have to build the story around it. That's how I wrote my radio drama. Oh, that sounds so intimate. This story is told through song and dance, so it's a bit different from what I'm used to, but I think I'm starting to get a feel for this. Our 2 rising stars make a surprisingly good team. But speaking to the creative process has me especially excited to see how things turn out. It's going to be something special for sure. Good luck, you two. So all the women dancers are all going to be turned into male, like going to be given mustaches and beards, and there's going to be a love story, right? Thanks, we've got this. A love musical story. We're really going to have people talking. And Joshua will play a princess again. I never thought I'd be able to help you by putting my playwriting chops to work. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm going to make sure it's an astronomical success. That's it. Stars will be our theme. A perfect fit for Sully's image, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm used to working with writers. You just leave things to me, okay? I swear we'll turn this performance into something amazing. So let's read that book. It's about near enough the end of an episode in terms of YouTube. So we got, what was it? Was it If You Say Goodbye? Part 3. Oh, it's 11 pages. It's longer than I thought it'd be. Right, let's read If You Say Goodbye. The scary children's story. All Sai had wanted was to see Martha again, to make toys for his old friend and see her smile again. How had such a simple desire led him to commit this atrocity against the laws of nature? The device felt heavy in his hands, but he kept hold of it all the same. Where did I go wrong? How can I possibly make up for this? Somebody, please, somebody tell me what to do! For a moment, it felt like something had brushed Sai's shoulder. It was probably just his imagination. He was so desperate for human contact, his mind was playing tricks on him, but he couldn't help looking all the same. Nobody there. Of course not. I'm all alone. The street was deathly silent, without so much as a breeze to disturb the fall of leaves on the ground. Sai smirked, ashamed of his own foolishness. How could he have let himself get his hopes up like that? I finally got to see you smile again, but you don't look happy at all. Sai knew that voice. He'd know it anywhere. He spent most of his life wishing he'd hear it again. Martha, is that you? Please, if you're here, show yourself. Talk to me, Martha. He didn't care if it was real or a hallucination. Anymore. If Martha was here, there was hope. Sai broke into a run, scrambling through the streets, but there was no sign of Martha. Only her voice remained. You've been crying for such a long time, Sai. I thought you'd have found something to smile about by now. I'm not crying. Why would I be sad? It's not like you're gone. We'll see each other again someday, so... Even as he spoke, Sai realised he was wrong. His cheeks were wet with tears. How long had he been crying? Had he ever stopped since the day Martha was killed? No, deep down, I always knew that you were gone. that you weren't coming back. He tried to deny this, buried himself in his work to avoid thinking about it, but there was no more hiding from the truth. I used to love making toys. I loved seeing the kids in the park play with them. It was having my best friend alongside me that made it all worthwhile. I couldn't accept that you were really gone, Martha. You were really dead. The words came spilling out, and Sai became aware of a bright light that hadn't been there before. It was so dazzling he had to shield his eyes against it. All the long hours in his workshop over the last 30 years had made him indifferent to things like weather and natural light. Now a long-forgotten sensation was beginning to stir in his mind. He remembered what it was like to walk with warm sunshine kissing his skin. Sai fell to his knees. When he opened his eyes, he found himself face to face with his old friend. I'm sad we won't get to play together anymore too, but so long as you can move on and keep living your life, I'll be right there with you. A smile finally broke through Sai's tears, a genuine one this time, one that made him look much more like his old self again. I have to move on, don't I? Ah, Martha, I must have made you so sad all this time. Right, that machine you made is cool and all, but it's just not you. You always seem happy when you were making toys. I guess you're right. When I try to make something else, it always goes wrong. They stayed like that for some time, chatting and catching up as if nothing had changed. In the midst of that cold, empty world, there were still two souls with warmth in their hearts. It was like a dream come true, but during a break in their conversation, Sai realized how quiet the rest of the town was. It was time for the dream to end. I have to go before everyone comes back. I told Adius that you're not a bad person. You didn't mean to do this. She said she'd forgive you if you can let me go. Martha took a step backwards. Goodbye, Sai. I'm really happy I got to be friends with you, and I like it better when you smile. Sai took a deep breath and rose to his feet. He had to do this right. Tears were streaming down his face, but he kept his voice steady. Thank you, Martha. I'm so glad I got to see you again. And don't worry, I won't let you down. I'll live a good life. I'll make you proud. 2 words from him, and the miracle that he'd worked so hard to achieve would be over. Part of him wanted him to keep hiding from the truth, to make this moment last forever, but that temptation soon passed. He knew what he had to do, and he'd see off his old friend with the brightest smile he could muster. He wanted Martha to remember him like this. Goodbye, Martha. The girl was already starting to fade from view as if melting into the sunlight. She kept waving the whole time until finally she was gone. Sai became dimly aware of a strange sound, a low-pitched drone that was gradually getting higher and higher. The world seemed to change in the blink of an eye. The town was once more teeming with life, the people on their feet again and going about their business like nothing had happened. Sai walked through the streets in a daze. Perhaps it was instinct or nostalgia, or Adius' guidance that led him to the park. Jordan gathered around him looking at the strange machine under his arm. Hey mister, what's that thing? What's it for? How does it work? Sai smiled. He knelt down and started tearing apart his invention, rearranging the components into something completely different. Ta-da! It's a butterfly. It uses orbital energy and the wind to fly. Wow, cool! I want one too! Let's have a race and see who can fly the farthest. Sai worked quickly, and in a few minutes the sky was alive with dancing butterflies and the laughter of children. I take that's the end of that story. Meanwhile, addicted Mapo Tofu needs to be made! So... 3?
Let's do this.
Oh, it might be Elise.
All right, I did it.
Paradise Mapo Tofu. I have loads of ingredients for this, by the way.
Let's get started, shall we?
That's the sorted grains again, though. Sorted grains actually look like 70 something.
This is one of my specialties.
I was wondering if it might be when I saw a smiling phoenix flame Mapo. So now we need someone who can't cook. You, sis?
I'll handle this.
Will you?
What happened?
He just doesn't understand. I'm a noble. I should be able to do anything. Well, that was easy cook. Easy cook indeed. So we've done East Street. Now it's time to move on. I'm pretty sure I've hit up every building on this street. So the Harbour District is next by the look of it. Well, it's the only place to go. We may as well hit up the entertainment district. Oh no, we'll go back there because we've got to go back there anyway. Let's go to Crossbell City Harbour. I was going to say let's hit up there on the basis that I can give in some of these foods. So the last district. We've been walking around for quite a bit. Whoa. What do we got? We got an event. And we have Heiyue. And we have Vantage Masters. Hey, Eustace, you fail at cooking. What a group we have here. I see. Checking on the political schedule for how it might affect the plan, huh? Precisely. It appears Rufus will be absent from the city the entire time. This is our moment. Right, most of the military is going to be focused on the war. They won't be expecting anything like this. I've got in touch with Speaker McDowell, and he says he'll try to muster support for us. My associates and I will also be lending you our assistance. We've already made progress in ascertaining the plans of the IDF and the military police. Next, we'll start spreading word of the performance. You're full of everything. Just how many people do you have under your command? I'm looking forward to seeing it all come together. You're getting sloppy. Oh? Cao, I want you to use our agents who stayed behind as my bodyguards as well. And don't even think about trying to argue. If we're going to participate, we ought to go all out. Got it? What are you so mad about? Are you still upset that we faced off against Ellie the other day? Of course I am. Do you think I'd forgive you for attacking them for such a dumb reason, no less? I know they said they'd help me and the other execs escaped to neutral territory, but that doesn't make it right. Trading Ellie's safety for mine is just unacceptable. Master Zin, please try to understand. You and the executives are vital to Heiyue's survival. Your grandfather gave the order himself. I know, but I still don't like it. I've made my decision. I want to stick it out in Crossbell until the very end. To apologize for before, we're going to give Ellie and her friends our full support. Is that understood? As you wish. Understood. Looks like we have a formidable new ally. Indeed, though I can't help but worry I've caused them a great deal of trouble. We can handle things on this rendering. You all go take care of your preparations. Well, we've got to do this first. Though it wasn't intended, it seems Master Zin is much more enthusiastic than usual. I suppose we should be putting our backs into it all as well. That's great. Thanks. I get the feeling he at least hoped things would turn out this way, but I guess it's not the most pressing matter right now. That reminds me, I heard an interesting piece of news from Master Zin. Seems you dabble in Vantage Masters. Card games that require true strategy are hard to come by, but this... It was actually me who introduced Master Zin to the game. I am interested in your skills. If you get the chance, would you dare to challenge me? Well, in that case... Defeat me mercilessly, Branch Master Cao. You need to be the third person. Seems Master Zin is much more enthusiastic than usual. Regardless, it is the Governor General. We must move with caution. Let's get down to the specifics of the plan at hand. I'll talk to the rest after we've succeeded our challenge. What hell card did I get last time? Oh yeah, it was Mark Orb! I remember now. Steals an enemy's action for 2 turns. Attack +1 for each card enemy this defeats. Ah. For 2 turns is really good. Mark Orb. I'd rather have a Mark Orb than a Duck Home. You know what? I'll take out a Zamelpen for a Malgorb as well. It costs 7 to summon, but if we get skill summon 2, should I stay with the beast? Malgorb!
I shall serve as your opponent.
A sorcerer card, eh? I just could beat you out the beast. Well, no Margorbs. We've got Power and Cell for an early summon, to be fair. Oh, I've got like 1 billion defensives. You can create a magic crystal. I'm coming for you. Especially considering you can't actually do any damage to me. So, I could just summon an Epharion. And I might summon a Power and Cell in the back as well and just let the beast take the damage and just protect the Epharion for now. What's the Knight's card? Power and Cell. That was dumb. So my Epharion just takes out the Power and Cell. So it just lost the buff and everything. Then I just attack you some more. And I guess I'm summoning in the Zamelpen? So I can seal him on the next turn. I'll put you in the back as well. He put all that into the Power and Cell and it went down instantly. I mean, it's nice that you can keep summoning magic crystals though. But you didn't even summon a card! You know you can move your character, right? Right, I guess I'll just seal him. I'll get a Neptuno out front. I'll seal him, even though that doesn't really do much to me. I'll attack. Attack. I mean, I could move the power round cell up, I guess, and attack some more, but I'll leave him in the back. So you can't make a magic crystal, and you can't do anything else. So you've got to use cards to go onto those crystals. Ah, Neptuno. Here we go. Earth is good against it, but it's too bad that the comb wasn't out a bit earlier. So I can use one Neptuno to kill the other Neptuno. Or I could move up the power on cell and attack. It will kill the power on cell most likely. Yeah, we'll definitely kill the power on cell. But I can kill it with the beast then, use the Neptuno on the main character, which will take less damage than Neptuno. Farewell, my friend. You did a great job. Now I can just attack. I guess I could move, you know, I can't move, oh, I can move you, actually. Oh, wait, I can't just win, because I've kind of messed up, but... Put the Umblivler. Umblivler. I think I'll win. It's a nice card, is it? What is it? No, it's a Grion! I mean, at least most of my cards are water, right? Oh, never mind. Thank you, Umblivler. And that's a win.
I humbly admit defeat.
Thankfully. Oh, they've got the Grions now! We have Grion! Everything is going to die. Let's continue talking. The grandson of an influential figure in Heiyue. He must be exceptionally intelligent to hold this much power at such a young age. Regardless, we are capable of handling this. Okay, use this, I'll leave it to you. Sounds like he's insulted by my presence. My goodness. Not exactly easy to speak to the other ones, is it? I've got in touch with Grandfather with Speaker McDowell, and he says he'll try to muster support for us. Besides, Zin has been considered in many ways, and it's really a great help. Now I have Grion. I can't believe those guys would try to fight you, Ellie. And there was nothing I could do to stop them. I felt so powerless. I'm really, really sorry for what happened. Please give me a chance to make it up to you, what happened. If you insist. Thank you, Zin. There's no room for mistakes on this one, you know that. You need to be extremely thorough in your preparations. I'll never forgive you if you put us down at a time like this. That's one precocious brat. Right, what angle do I speak to you from then? From here. Hello! We'd originally intended for Masters Inn to flee to a third-party country that was uninvolved in these matters. However, suggesting so caused him to fly into a rage. He told us that he vowed to watch over the outcome from Crossbell. Naturally, with things as they are, we have no choice but to see it through to the end with him. I think my cards are just so powerful now, but it's hard to actually take damage. Oh, Vantage Masters. Now we have Grion. That'll be my famous last words.